Welcome, Benjamin.
Thank you, Chris.
So you're an expert when it comes to transparency and efficiency for machine tools. How about you? You have one of these trackers also for yourself?
I do have one. I'm not wearing it today, but I've used them before. And
You
so I can say
you
it's a
should
good
do that.
analogy.
You'd be amazed how many kilometers you walk during a fair day, like here at the Hannover Messe. It's crazy.
Certainly.
7 to 8, 9, no problem. But have fun first of all.
Thanks very much. All right, welcome everybody. It's great to be here with you today on day 3 of the Hannover Messe. My name's Ben. Today I'm going to be sharing information and a story about 3 MindSphere applications that are built specifically for machine tools. So looking at the Siemens approach to digitalization as a whole, here you can see an overview of all the different elements that Siemens is involved in across the spectrum. So today we're going to be focusing on elements 4 and 5 of the process, execution and services, but I invite you to imagine all the different capabilities you have with Siemens all throughout the stand that's shown here and also in the MindSphere Lounge. Now, when we talk about production, execution, and services, there's some core components here that we need to keep in mind. For production execution, the topic, especially for machine tools, of machine utilization, or maximizing the amount of running time we have in place, is absolutely key. The second component regarding services is really focused on machine transparency and boosting machine availability. And with the applications we'll take a look at today in MindSphere, we're going to focus on how we can improve productivity, reduce costs overall, and provide better services both for customers and producers of machine tools. So, within the connection to MindSphere, a question to the group. We usually have a very strong key performance indicator of overall equipment effectiveness that we use to monitor how efficient a machine is. On average, what percentage rating do you think a machine tool achieves in the industry today on any given day? Any guesses? Maybe. Okay, I've heard 70% before is what some people think is a common average. In this case, what we actually find from industry experts is that machine tools generally only achieve an OEE rating between 45 and 60% of its total capacity. So this is our first challenge with machine utilization. The second challenge that we'll take a look at today deals with machine transparency. So while the digital transformation is now taking place in the shop floor world, in many different environments, we are still now working to really digitalize our processes and move away from paper-based operation. And finally comes machine downtime. Once we've identified bad actors or opportunities to improve performance, we can then look at specific alarms and understand the consequences, but it comes then to reducing the actual time of solving these problems and bringing solutions into the field. So let's take a look at the issue of machine utilization. Here at Hannover in the MindSphere Lounge, we're showcasing an application called Analyze My Performance OEE Monitor, which is specifically designed to help us with machine utilization. So the scenario that we're looking at is as a production line manager. We're coming in on a Monday morning. We're looking at how the performance was first thing for our machines over the past week and over the past month. Because for us, the optimization and the utilization of these machines, as we were saying, is key. We log on to the application. We view statistics about each of our machines and the fleet overall to get an understanding between availability, performance, and quality, exactly how this machine has been performing. And what we learned during this process is that out of our fleet of 20, 50, 100 plus machines, we notice some are not performing up to the standard that we've set for the machines themselves. It means we're not maximizing our investment. Before we skip to the next step of actually solving the problem, though, I want to focus on the benefits of the application and what we've been able to solve here directly. So in the past, we have pulled downloads, exported information from machines individually, collected it from remote databases to try and understand exactly what our machine performance was. But with the tool that we've just viewed, we now have the capability to target our weak points instantly with real-time information. This also gives us the opportunity to improve our productivity in the future, and we can use this information to reduce costs by improving overall operations. Now we skip to the next step. A production line manager is interacting with a maintenance service engineer on site. why are these particular machines not performing the way that we expect them to be. So we jump to the app Manage My Machines. This is the second app that we're showing here in the MindSphere Lounge at the Hanover Fair. And with Manage My Machines, we can get real-time status information about how these two bad-acting machines, or multiple, have been performing over the last several weeks. We have real-time information about the alarms, about which program is being run, the status of the spindle monitoring, and also information about temperature and further alarms within the machine. And using this, again, I want to focus on some of the benefits that we have here based on the process that we would have used in the past. And this is that by viewing information that's critical to the machine itself, we can actually understand what the status is and how we can react and avoid problems in the future. So this means we have better transparency, we improve machine availability overall, and perhaps most importantly, this is an application and a suite that both machine manufacturers and machine users can use to understand and better improve the performance of the machines. So then this brings us to the last section, and this deals with machine availability. So we've identified our targeted weak points where we can actually improve performance. We've figured out what the problems may be and further analysis available with Manage My Machines. But now we actually need to solve the problem. We need to remove the faults, get the machines back on track, and actually deliver better performance. So, as a OEM, a machine builder, service engineer, I'm able to build a remote access connection directly through the integrated Cinumeric client and through our MindSphere application to the machine and the device that's in the field. So this means I now have access and I take a look at the HMI. I send some files back and forth with the machine operator over secure network, and together the OEM and the machine user collaborate to solve the alarms, fixing NC program errors, understanding machine setup failures, and ultimately solving or gathering more information about these problems in a remote setting. So this brings us then to a point of resolution. And of course, the benefits here from this application are that instead of having to send a service technician directly into the field, we've investigated and in this case solved the problems remotely. This means that we get the machine back online faster, it's producing more parts, and it's costing us less to do it, so we're maximizing this investment. And this, of course, helps us to reduce the cost of actually working with multiple service visits in the field. So, viewing these challenges all together for utilization, the application of Analyze My Performance OEE Monitor has helped us to improve the overall OEE. So we're no longer in a stagnant state of 45 to 60%. We're now operating above 60% and getting closer to that 80 to 90% goal of what our machine tool should be achieving. We've also boosted and improved machine transparency. So now we can further understand not only why we had issues in the past, but also how we can avoid other problems on these machines in the future. And we've been able to boost the holistic approach by removing machine downtime. We're no longer overspending time on the kinds of solutions and resolutions that we're bringing, but we're actually reducing the service times directly with the remote application. These three applications together are available in a packet and a bundle. They're all available on MindSphere today, and we'd be happy to give you live demonstrations with real machines, both on-site here and in the field, directly at the MindSphere Lounge. So we're right up here on the corner spot, and you can come visit us whenever you have time. Thanks very much, and enjoy the rest of the fair.
Siemens, ingenuity for life.